about something else. How to clean the air of carbon dioxide, one of the contributors to greenhouse gases that are warming the world. Tim Bloss joins us from under the stars tonight, how they propose doing it all. Tim?
Well, Nelson, since the beginning of the Industrial Revolution and the burning of fossil fuels, we've seen our global CO2 levels rise from about 270 parts per million to 380 parts per million. And the challenge has always been, how do we reduce those global warming gases and still be able to burn all of our fossil fuels that our economy needs? Well, two Los Alamos scientists think they have an answer. The answer perhaps lies in attacking half of the source of carbon dioxide, cars. Not at the tailpipe, but once it's already in the air. Los Alamos scientists Manvedra Dubé and Hans Ziak had the solution bubbling in their lab.
Again, it's
a beaker full of calcium hydroxide, or simple lime water. With a pump, they suck the air, registering 370 parts per million of carbon dioxide. The air chemically reacts with the lime water, extracting the CO2. In fact, watch the parts per million drop.
We've basically taken off more than half the CO2 in the air in a very short time.
Dubé now wants to take his science out of the lab and into the real world.
What our technology will allow us to do is actually manage carbon dioxide, actually prevent it from rising in the atmosphere, and if we scale it enough, we could even get the carbon dioxide back to pre-industrial levels.
To have any kind of real impact on the amount of CO2 that each one of us uses, we'd all need our own personal scrubber about the size of a swamp cooler, roughly 1 meter square. Now, for a city the size of 2 million people, you need a scrubbing area the size of 3 kilometers by 3 kilometers, or 2,018 football fields.
By using this method, we could actually handle all these little sources by collection devices, areas set up scattered throughout the country.
They now want to take their theory out of the lab and set up a working model in the field to prove their theory. But think about it for a moment. The genius of their theory is this: because of global dispersion of air, you would not necessarily have to put these scrubbers next to big pollution sources or even big polluting areas, such as like a Houston, Texas. In theory, you could be able to put these out in the middle of nowhere, such as the middle of the desert. Nelson?